Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and Ramatra's gonna be one of the first pay-to-play heroes because nobody's gonna get instant access to him if you're not willing to pay up, either with your time or what a lot of people are gonna do with cold, hard cash. See, in the chaos of excitement of Season 2, while we all got to see the brand new map and brand new battle pass and skins, God, those skins are beautiful. And on top of all that, we also got our first look at the brand new tank hero, Ramattra. But the thing that a lot of people are forgetting in the midst of all the excitement is that Ramattra is gonna be the first hero that is truly tied to the battle pass. See, Blizzard, they were smart with the release of Overwatch 2. They didn't want people to get all up in arms in the controversy about new heroes and not having them be available. So what they did was that they made Sojourn and the Junker Queen free for everybody, and the third brand new hero, Kiriko, they did release her alongside the battle pass, but if you owned Overwatch 1, which I would argue was the big majority of people playing Overwatch 2, you just automatically got her for free because you were original owner of Overwatch 1. So at least in the case of the large majority that would be complaining, they just weren't because, well, they got a cool brand new hero and brand new content, which is what we wanted. But now that's all gonna change. See, Blizzard's rubbing their hands because they flew under everybody's radar up until now, because people are gonna be reminded that the only two ways to unlock Ramattra in Season 2 is by purchasing the $10 battle pass to get instant access to the new hero, or by getting to tier 55 in the free battle pass to unlock Ramattra. And while those are the only two ways to unlock him during Season 2, there's actually an additional two ways to unlock him after Season 2 and in Season 3 and beyond, and that is to complete specific challenges to unlock Ramattra for free, or by buying him in the shop, which at that point, you might as well just buy the Battle Pass unless you only got into Overwatch 2 after Season 2. And again, I'd like to say that this isn't brand new news because, well, this was already the case of Kiriko. Just the large majority of Overwatch players got Kiriko for free because they owned Overwatch 1, but the only way to get Kiriko if you're brand new to Overwatch 2 is the exact same ways that you can only get Ramattra. But I think we're gonna see the issues that we feared with Kiriko ramped up to 11 with Ramattra, and the obvious being the pay-to-win aspect of any hero tied to the battle pass. And while I'm very hesitant to call Ramattra pay-to-win, because the thing about Ramattra is that even if you pay for the brand new hero, it doesn't instantly grant you wins. It doesn't instantly grant you GM, which is what a traditional pay-to-win model looks like, but what it does grant you is the ability to have a possible meta hero. And now this gets into the case of if Ramattra is gonna be the best tank to play, because if Ramattra turns out to be the best tank in Season 2, a lot more people are gonna be very upset because of two main reasons. One, they're not able to switch onto Ramattra because they didn't have $10 to buy the battle pass and they didn't take the time to grind to tier 55. But the main issue is not really necessarily themselves, but it's little Timmy that only plays Overwatch 2 one day out of the week that happens to be on their team that clearly isn't able to steal their mom's credit card because their parents actually taught them not to give their little kid credit card access, and is not able to play the possible meta shifting hero in the case of Ramattra. And I think it's the latter, the second case scenario, that a lot of people are going to start to have issues with, especially when Overwatch 2 starts to roll out a lot more heroes down the road, because you're going to see a lot more people join Overwatch 2 after Ramattra, and then after the Season, 4 hero, after Season 6 hero, and every other even season, and it's gonna get to the point where, oh my god, there's so many challenges to complete or so much money to be spending on brand new heroes, I can't afford all these heroes, so I'm just not gonna do it. And at that point, that's when the core integrity of Overwatch 2 starts to lose itself, because what's so special about Overwatch is the fact that the heroes are like the guns themselves compared to other games that have the same exact character release model. Now, I'm sure there's only like 4 people that scream at me, "Bro, you whack, you're so stupid. Valorant and Apex have the same exact model," because again, I think most people would agree with me when I say that this shouldn't be the model when it comes to these type of games. But Valorant and Apex do have this model where you can grind out the game to either get, Apex tokens, and in Valorant, whatever the currency is, to unlock the characters, or you can just simply buy them. But the difference between those two games and Overwatch is that they don't have a character swap in the middle of the game. You can talk about abilities, you can talk about meta, you can talk about all this kind of stuff, but what Overwatch's foundation is built on is counterplay. They have a Winston, you play a Reaper. They have a Reaper, you play Pharah. They have a Pharah, you play a hit skin, so on and so forth. Versus Valorant, once you pick a character, yeah, there is a meta of characters, but once you pick it, you can't swap. You just can't. And the other thing about those games is that the guns are the main way they're going to be killing people. Yes, they have abilities. Yes, in Apex, they have some abilities that can help you win more gunfights, but it's still the gunfights that's going to be getting you the kills and getting you the wins. So I would say in the case of like Apex and Valorant, if they had a gun in the battle pass, this would be a very similar situation that Overwatch is going to be soon enough having a problem with. And Blizzard's solution to keeping the competitive integrity alive when it comes to Ramattra is making it so that there is a free way to unlock him. Just get to tier 55. There's still a problem with that. But the other solution that they have is not making Ramattra and any future new hero released in competitive after, I think, either 2 weeks or 3 weeks. At least in the case of Kiriko, she wasn't made available in competitive until after 2 weeks of the launch of Overwatch 2. And in the case of like Overwatch 1 heroes, they weren't made available until 3 weeks after. And I don't really want to believe that that's the reason that they have that 2 or 3 week grace period, because the reason why they don't have that is mainly because people that have not played the brand new hero get a chance to actually practice them in quick play before they instant lock them in competitive and still throw competitive games. But nonetheless, you still have a couple of weeks until the brand new hero releases in competitive. So in the eyes of Blizzard, they think that that's a sufficient enough time to grind at tier 55. But here's the reality of it. It just feels like you wouldn't get a lot of XP to get to tier 55 in that time frame. Now, I might be wrong because, truth be told, I did buy the battle pass, so I really wasn't keeping track of how many tiers I got. So I want you to comment down below if you actually managed to get to tier 55 before the release of Kiriko in competitive. But let's just say you did, quote unquote, the bare minimum to get XP in Overwatch 2 to try to get to tier 55, which I'd argue is what a lot of people do, is to complete your daily challenges. And you can simply play 1 or 3 to 4 Overwatch games to complete all 3 of your daily challenges, which gets you only 9,000 XP. And if you win one of those games, you get an extra 1,000. So let's just say, for math's sake, you get 10,000 XP every single day. And in that 2 week span, you only get 1,400,000 XP. And for tier 55, you have to get 550,000 XP. It's just not enough. And again, an easy way that Blizzard combats this argument is saying, well, then you just gotta grind Overwatch 2, which shouldn't be a chore. And yes, playing Overwatch 2, grinding Overwatch 2 shouldn't be a chore to unlock a brand new hero. But the thing is, though, it's not like Overwatch is desperately relying on the sales of new heroes to stay afloat. They sell Overwatch 2 coins to get the battle pass, and they also have the shop where they sell the bundles at a ridiculous price. It's like they're trying to have their cake and eat it too. Sell your heroes, sell the battle pass, sell the shop, sell Overwatch League skins. It's like, how much revenue streams do you need? You know, when it comes to the skins and the shop, I have criticisms in a way that they can make it a little bit more consumer friendly, but at the end of the day, we don't need skins to have an enjoyable time in Overwatch 2. But when it comes to heroes, that's when it becomes a big issue, because whenever you're gonna have a super meta hero, which Ramattra might be or might not be, but it shouldn't really matter whether they're gonna be super good. It's only when they become super good and super overpowered that it will become a blatant issue. But I just feel like if there should be anything that should still be made for free other than maps, because yes, maps still are free. Yay for not doing a Call of Duty World at War where if you don't have the map packs, you can't play the game. Yeah, thank God. But when it comes to the heroes, I do feel like this is the foundation and something that should still be made for free. So when it comes to thinking of a solution, because the whole point of having the hero in the battle pass when it comes to Blizzard is that it will make them more money because it incentivizes people to buy the battle pass. In my personal opinion, I think the battle pass alone sells itself. You don't need a hero to incentivize people. So if you remove the hero from the battle pass, not only do you keep the integrity intact, which is the main argument that I'm making here, but you also still have a great battle pass. Now, some people argue it because, well, art and beauty is the eye of the beholder. Some people think the skins are complete trash up until their main gets a mythic skin. Then they think it's the best battle pass of all time. But nonetheless, it's still one of the better battle passes in this free-to-play economy of video games. But having a hero locked behind it, I don't think is necessary to be able to sell. Like, it will sell more battle passes, yes, but you gotta look at your game in the eye and ask yourself, what do you want more? A competitive integrity game or a game that's gonna make you money? That's the ultimate question. So when Season 2 comes around, let's just see how this will turn out, because a lot of people forgot that this is going to be locked away behind the Battle Pass, but people will remember. Oh, they'll remember. But anyway, until then, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch 2 videos to come, and bye.